Hello, everybody. I'm Brett Wagner, and welcome to Pastime. Name the time, win the cash. It's that easy. Folks, we're in Valdosta, Georgia, at South Georgia Motorsports Park, and I got a couple $1,000s to give away. You ready to see who wants to go after it? I am. Let's do it. John Gorey, Louisville, North Carolina.
Yes,
How
sir.
you doing, John?
Doing great. Glad to be here.
Thank you for coming out. Joe Davis, Montgomery, Alabama. How you doing, Joe?
Glad to be here.
Joe, give me some excitement. There you go, buddy. And Ken Herring, the man that doesn't need any excitement because he's always excited to keep our money. Tyler, Texas Chassis Works. Good night tonight.
Good night.
A little bit of a breeze, great
Perfect
track.
weather.
Paige Simpson, she's got the tough job. You guys know Paige, right? Now, guys, not only are you playing against each other, you're playing against the man. You ready?
All right.
Think you can do it, Joe? Let's see. Let's meet our first driver.
You got a Harley?
Oh, wow.
Looks like a George Bryce on top of it.
How you doing, buddy?
Good to see you, man.
What's your name?
George Bryce.
George.
Yep.
You're a man after my own heart. Got a Harley, bringing the bagger up here.
Yeah, that's right. So bone stock bagger with a big S&S engine in it, and I have never run it down a drag strip before, so this will be fun.
But you've been down the track before.
Several times.
Okay, tell me what displacement the motor is.
It's only a 145.
145. John, what do you need to know?
How much horsepower is in that S&S motor you got?
200.
Joe.
How long have you been racing bikes?
35 years.
Ooh. Ken.
All right, George, quit being so modest. Tell us about your background.
I've been NHRA motorcycle drag racing for over 20 years, and we have 77 NHRA Wallies, and I'm not the driver. I just own the team, pay the payments.
I would start racing if someone would give me a Harley.
Me too.
Oh, you rich. All right, buddy, thanks a lot for coming out. Excited to have him. All right, look at that.
Yeah, it's
Oh, he's no stranger to danger.
No.
John, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Work for AT&T in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Got a wife and kid with. They're actually here with me tonight, so
Awesome.
we're having a great time. And just like say hello to Gold's Gym, my partners that are always out there, keep me in shape.
You go to the gym?
Once in a while.
Good man.
Try not to eat too many ho-hos. I heard that's your favorite deal at night, right? Ho-hos and Twinkies.
From 2 to 5 a.m., I'm a ho-ho guy. All right, everybody's locked in. First of our $100 passes. Let's take a look at those times. 1086 for Ken. Joseph with an 1160, and John says he's going to do 1110. There we go, folks. Little Harley burnout. Oh, yeah. That's a better burnout than most of our cars. Look at them. Well, this is pretty exciting right here. There we go, folks. Little bagger going on here. 145 cubic inch.
Look at that. Wheelie second gear in it. Look at that.
1091.
No way. Come on already.
Boom! That's how you stop.
Wheelie second gear in the thing.
Ken sitting on 100. Joseph sitting on 0. John sitting on 0. Let's meet our next driver. First of all, who are you looking for?
Well, I'm Mike Fuchs from Moultrie, Georgia.
Who's in trouble?
Who's in trouble? Paige. We had a report she's looking better than the law will allow.
Okay, I
Do you agree with that?
looking better than the law allows. So tell me about the car.
This car is a tribute car. It was built by myself, and all the merchants and people in Moultrie, Georgia got together and chipped in a lot of money and built the car. It's got a 302. It's got GT40 P heads on it.
Okay. John, what do you need to know?
You going to be spraying that thing tonight?
No,
Joe
Rear end.
410.
and Ken.
What transmission?
It's a regular standard T5 shift transmission.
Okay, cool.
You ready to make a pass for us?
Yes, sir. I've been looking for this. Is one on my bucket list.
All right, well, I'll let you do that. Thank you, buddy. Oh, my word. Well, that's good. Look at getting the whole community of Moultrie involved.
Exactly.
Joe, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm a senior at Troy University. Currently looking forward to commissioning in the Air Force.
Oh, awesome.
Cool.
Everybody's locked in. Let's take a look at those times. Ken with the 1286. Joseph says he's going to do 1123, and John says a 1380. There we go. Come on. There we go. Kind of a quiet.
Oh, there we go.
Kind of a quiet. John, you might be looking good up there.
There we go. That's even better. Wow. Oh, right there.
take them. We'll take them.
There you go. 17, 53.
Bam! John. Sometimes ugly winning is winning. John's sitting on 100. Joseph sitting on 0. Ken sitting on 100. Let's meet our next driver. Look at that thing. That's nasty.
All right, Brett. This is actually a customer of mine.
Here we go.
Hey, no, it's not. Here we go. So for this one, this is the way I want to do. You don't know anything about it, right?
No, I don't know.
Let's me and you swap jobs.
You want to swap jobs
You
with
come
me?
up here. Let me do that.
You guys all right with that, John
I
and
don't
Joe?
care. Come on. Let's dance.
All right.
All right, let's do it. I'll come up there. Let me give you my rings if we're
Oh,
going to do it
yeah,
properly.
there we go. Wow, look at that. Like a Mississippi pimp. All right, this is my buddy, my customer, Kobe Rabin. All right, Kobe, tell these gentlemen a little bit about the car.
Well, it's a 2005 Mustang. Pretty much run a Pro Street circuit and automatic Pro Mod. Pro Line 670, twin turbo. Weighs 2,550 pounds.
John.
How much horsepower do you think it's got tonight?
3,800, 4,000.
Joseph.
How much boost?
Should make 42 out the back.
And Brett.
What's your spark plug gap?
13.
Okay.
Let's make a pass. All right. All right, come back, Kobe. Give me a pound on the pimp hand. Bam. It's awfully quiet up there. John's locked in. Joseph's locked in. Just waiting on the man. Hey, be careful on my spot there. It's not used to that weight. What do you got? Yeah, turn on the light if you could. Hit enter. There we go. All right, let's look at our times. Brett with a 6:15. Joseph with a 7:84, and John with a 7:20. All right, cameraman, get way over here like this. There we go. All right, look up. All right, so actually on this pass, since we also crew on this car, we're gonna check the wheelie bars and send them down the track. So Brett / Kenneth's gonna be behind the car. Hey, where's the money? I need some money.
Oh.
All right, cameraman, this is what they're after. The cabbage, the cheddar.
Never know.
Joseph might be looking good. Joe, you might be looking good here. First time America's ever seen Ken Herring work. Please hug. All right, watch the pass. Woo! Come on!
There we go. There it is. Oh, he got at him. 703.
Taking candy from a baby. You need your glasses to see that?
That's funny. You got jokes.
Come on now.
Give me a pound. All right, so John sitting on 200. Joseph sitting on what?
0.
And Brett?
Sitting on a bill.
Folks, come right back. My diabetes is acting up, and Brett's looking for a sandwich. We'll be right back.
Now that things are back to normal, folks, on Pastime, getting into round number 2, that means we got a theme, and it's parachutes. $200 a pass. Let's meet our next driver. What does a parachute mean, John?
It's got some good mile an hour, at least 150.
For a musclehead, John, you are surprising me. How you doing, Gus?
I'm doing fine. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing all right. Gus, good-looking car.
Thank you.
Tell me about it.
Well, it's a 95 Chrysler Barrel,
You got a motor in there, right?
500 cubic inch Mopar.
John, what do you need to know?
How many passes you made in that car?
I've been racing since 75.
Joe, what do you need to know?
Will you be spraying?
No. Raw motor,
Ken,
How much horsepower?
800.
Okay.
you want to say hello to anybody at home?
Well, my wife,
How long you been married?
42 years.
God love you. All right, buddy. Congratulations. Here we go. First of our $200 passes. Get you right in the game here, Joe. John is already locked in. Joe is locked in. I'll just tell you, Joe, we got to start winning a couple passes, stay in the game. A college student could use a couple $1,000s.
Of course. Yeah.
What would you spend it on?
I probably invest the spring break came around.
Oh, there you go. Everybody's locked in. Let's take a look at those times. Ken with an 886.
That's
Joseph with an
ringer.
810. And John, well, they don't want to let you go with an 880. That sounds like an 810 right there. Well, we'll find out after this burnout. Because, Joe, what do we say about the burnouts on Pastime?
Burnouts never lie.
Good man. 1975. Oh, yeah. All right. Something tells me he's going to stick this. Well, here we go, folks. Are we getting Joe on the board? Oh!
There we go. That's all you need. It's not going to be pretty, but I'm going to take it. He gets a freebie.
Oh, man.
You want a 1092 even though.
Bump round, sorry about that. Bam! Cash is good. Ken Herring sitting on 300. Joe sitting on 0. John sitting on 880. Let's bring up our next drivers. Okay, here's the way now, guys. We get our combo round. Now, you guys watch the show. 2 cars coming up. Got to give me 1 combined time. But if you pick the correct lane, Joe and John, the fastest ET, I'll give you an extra $100 you can stick in your pocket. No one can touch it unless they can wrestle it from you after the show.
Well, I'm good on that.
You all right, Joe?
I got people.
You got people. Let's go. And then I see.
Well, look at that. That's pretty sick.
What is
looking.
that? That thing is like slammed on the ground. What's your name?
Mike Rowan. Everybody calls me Hot Rod. Nobody knows me by Mike Rowan.
Okay,
so.
Hot Rod. What do you got going on over there?
Got a 66 VW bus. Got a 468 big block in it.
Yeah.
So.
And then is that what is that? An air vent on the side?
Yeah, that's for the radiator.
Okay, Hot Rod. What's your name?
Philip Palmer.
Philip, tell me about that diesel.
Got a 94 diesel Ram with a Cummins motor in it.
All right, John, Hot Rod or Philip?
I'm going to go Philip. What's your estimated horsepower on that?
1,000 horsepower.
Joe, Hot Rod or Philip?
Hot rod. What's the weight on the van?
35.
And Ken, Hot Rod or Philip?
Hot rod. How much power do you think it makes?
400.
Okay.
You ready to make a pass?
Yes.
You ready to beat this truck?
Yeah, we're going to try.
All right, well, shake hands, come out swinging. Here we go. Diesel truck versus monster bus. Now that's more my style. I can see that in a horror movie. And remember, pick the lane and give you an extra $100. John and Joe are both locked in, picking the left-hand lane. The master of disaster taking his time. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, who knows on the van?
Yeah.
Or either one.
Either one.
It's
Ken's got to pick a lane.
pretty sure it's evident which one.
All right, now everybody, let's take a look at those times. Ken with the 20:15.
Wow, look at that, John.
Joseph with the 20:16. And Johnson, Ken, I'm not letting you go too far with the 20:12.
Hey. Oh, look at that.
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Whoa. Hell, we could be in for a little bit of a race here. Got a parachute on the back of the diesel. He's pretty low to the ground too, man.
Yep.
Thank goodness this is a very smooth track, because any little dip or bump.
He's rubbing.
There we go, folks. Combo. Hey. Woo. What
Look at
the
that.
heck?
Wow. That's a bad truck. Wow.
That thing is nasty.
Holy
Look at that.
smokes.
Look at that. That plug
An
is going to be a while.
23-21, John, no. Ken, yes. Joseph. Bam. Welcome to the game. You get an extra 100 that goes in your pocket, my man. No one gets to touch that by picking the right lane. Money dance, money smile. Yeah! Let's meet our next driver. Corvette. Beefy sounding Corvette. What's your name?
Ricky Ferguson.
Tricky Ricky?
Tricky Ricky, that's what they call me.
Tell me about the car.
Big block Chevrolet, power glide transmission, got a 9-inch Ford under it.
Sounds very big.
It's pretty big.
How big is pretty big?
572.
John, what do you want to know?
You adding any power adders on that thing?
All motor.
Big Joe.
What kind of gears running?
Got a 488.
And Ken.
How much power do you think it makes?
Probably make 900.
Okay.
Probably.
Probably.
South Georgia, probably.
That's South Georgia 900 horsepower.
Okay, buddy. You ready to make a pass?
I'm ready.
Give me a little pound. Boom. Here we go. South Georgia, probably. That means it's, I don't know. Thing sounds tremendous. Mr. Gold's gym is already locked in.
We're locked.
Locked and loaded. Ken is locked in. Joe is locked in. Let's take a look at those times. An 8:89 for Ken. Joseph with an 8:45 and John with a 9:12.
Sounds good.
Wow, that thing just sounds sick.
That's a new one for you.
Nothing like cubes.
It's like it's on a 10.5, huh?
Look like it.
You got his buddy there. You got the cool shirt on. Pizza. Yeah! Golly, man. Last of our $200 passes. We're going to get a fast pass right here. He said, I don't want to wait. An 875. Boom! Cash is good. Ken Herring, the master of disaster. Ken sitting on $500. Joseph sitting on $200. And John sitting on 200. Folks, say hello to the sponsors, but we're getting into round 3. That means the jack is going up. Come on back. Boom. How you doing, folks? Welcome back to Pastime. Getting into round number 3. That means the money is going up, and we're getting into our Go Big Pass. All right, John and Joseph getting into $300 passes right now. This is also our Go Big Pass, where you can wager a little bit to try to get back in the game, get a little money going on. If you wager Go Big, I give you $600. However, Joe, if you go for the wager and you lose, I take $300 back from you. In both your cases, I take your $200 and you'd be at 0. You got it?
We're wagering.
You're wagering.
I knew he would.
Let's roll.
Let's meet our next driver.
Swing of the ride.
What's your name?
Mark Grant.
It's a slick-looking ride.
Thank you, sir.
Tell me about it.
56 Chevrolet, big block, turbo 400, 9-inch, pro street car. I drive it on the street.
John, what do you need to know?
How big is that big block?
It's 468,
Joe.
How much does the car weigh?
3530,
Ken.
How much boost?
just 5 pounds.
Okay.
You ready to make a pass for us?
Ready.
Give me a pound. Boom. Here we go. I wonder who's going to go big. Could win 300, could win 600, could lose it all. Uh-oh. Mr. Gold's Gym going big.
We're going big.
See if Joe's going to play it safe or if he's going to go big. Ken is playing it safe. But not
look at
Joe.
that.
Joe says might as well. Let's take a look at those times. Ken with a 1098, Joseph with a 967, and John said a 1030. All right. First $300 pass.
Oh, that runs pretty good, actually.
That thing is definitely.
I think that might be Joseph, actually.
See if he got it at the big end. 10-10. Wait a minute. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How much did I say?
800, right?
6.
600.
Good job.
I appreciate it.
Boom. And Joseph, I'm sorry, but you got to hand out that $200 back to me. Ken sitting on $500. Joseph sitting on 0. And John, what are you sitting on?
Big $800.
8 bills. Let's meet our next driver. A lot of nice Camaros out in South Georgia. What's your name?
Troy Boston.
Clean Camaro.
Thank you.
Tell me about it.
68 Camaro, 496. It's got aluminum heads, 10 bolt, nothing really special, just a street car.
John, what do you need to know?
What's that rear suspension I see kind of?
Oh, it's got stock suspension.
Joe.
All motor?
Yes, sir, all motor.
Ken.
What cylinder head's on it?
Brodex 345s, I believe.
All right, perfect.
You want to say hello to somebody?
Yes, sir. I'd like to say hey to my son, Dylan. He plays for App State. And also, I'd like to thank my wife for making this possible. Thank y'all.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming out. All right, here we go. Got to get the family plugged in there. I'd like to thank my family, too. Ken and Paige.
You the redheaded stepchild?
All right, let's take a look at those times. Ken with the 995, Joseph with the 1070, and John with the 1220. Let's watch his burnout. As I say on Pastime, folks, the burnouts never lie.
Might run pretty good.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if it hooks though.
Yeah.
That kind of motor, that torque.
If it's got a 345cc head on it, it makes a little power. So
Oh, it makes power, but it's,
if it'll stick, if it sticks, it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not me.
I think John.
You cashing in again?
Boom! With an 1170, Ken no, Joe no, John!
Pay me.
Pay me. Boom! That buys a lot of vitamins.
I'm telling you, my protein stock's going up quick.
Ken sitting on 500, Joseph sitting on 0, and John in first place sitting on $1,100. Folks, we're getting into our last pass of the night. Come on back! All right, folks, welcome back to Pastime. Getting into our final pass of the night, so let's do a little math. Ken sitting on $500. If you win this last pass, puts you at $1,000. Unfortunately, you don't beat John.
Exactly.
Joe, have you had a good time?
I have.
You got that $100 in your pocket still?
Got it.
You get to keep that. Joe, if you win this last pass, it's just for pride. John's going to win. Thanks for coming out. Big John!
Yes, sir.
Technically, not technically, you already won the game, but I appreciate you coming out. Hope you had a good time.
Awesome time.
You guys ready to see our last driver of the night? Let's do it.
Turbo.
Yeah, it's got a single on it. Look at it.
I thought that was a Georgia bug catcher. All right, sir. What's your name?
Andrew Surratt.
Thanks for coming out, Andrew.
All right.
Tell me about the Mustang.
2000 model, small block Ford, single turbo.
What do you need to know, John?
How many passes you made in that car?
Probably about 15.
Joe.
How much power? 1200, 1300.
Ken.
It's got a reducer bell on it.
It's 106 turbo with a 94 reducer.
Okay.
Ready to make a pass?
Yep.
Thanks for coming out, buddy. Here we go. Last pass of the night. How many more years of college you got?
Just one.
One. All right, buddy. All right, folks, everybody's locked in. Let's take a look at those times. Ken with an 810, Joseph with a 990, and John says, no, he's going to fly with the 796.
You don't have that much tire under there either.
Looks like a 12. 28, 10, 5. That's what it looks like.
But he got a nice wing. Well, here we go, folks. Last pass of the night. Hey! Wow. Holy crapola.
On the big end.
An 816, an 8, well, an 816.
Yeah, me anything. Hey, I wanted it.
4, 5,
Let me give it all down
10.
here.
But I'm sorry, you got to hand it on down to Joseph, who's going to hand it on down to John.
Hand it down here to Go Lucky, John.
Good job, John. Good job, buddy. Folks, that's how we do it on Pastime. Name the time, win the cash. It's that easy. It's right there. Come on and get it. I'm Brett. That's Paige. That's Ken. It's Pastime on Speed.